be like, yo, like kind of all eyes are on us over here now. Like it's a matter of like delivering now with the records and the
Well,
music.
I'm gonna tell you this: hip hop always shifts. It shifted from day one. East Coast had it. They ran it. It was their world. They controlled the media, radio, the look, the style.
By the way, they still control the media for the most part.
The look, the style, the everything.
Right.
Then it shifted. The West Coast, we took it.
Yeah.
We didn't ask for it, we took it. And when we took it, we ran with it. We showed motherfuckers how you can have it outside of New York and remain you while doing it. Then it shifted back to the East Coast because Biggie and them came and took that motherfucker back. Then DMX and all them niggas came and 50
Jay-Z,
Cent and
yeah.
Jay-Z and them nigga New York niggas was not playing. Nigga like, hold on, y'all gonna take some shit that we created? Nigga, wait a minute. Boom.
Right.
Took it. But when they took it, they was not respecting the South.
And the South has had it.
They did not respect the South, but the West always respected the South. So what the South did was said, hey, let's call our cousins from the West and ask them what they did. We just gangbang and took our shit. Oh, that's what you got to do? Yep. And guess what else we did? We made them do what we do. What you mean? They gangbang now. Oh, that's all you got to do? Cool. We going to bounce. We going to get crunk. We going to put these grills in our mouth. We going to talk about these strip clubs. We going to pop this player shit from down south. And we going to take this motherfucking rap game. And we going to hold it longer than y'all niggas had it.
I mean, they've had it for, I mean.
Hello.
Jesus.
They probably had the longest run. It's so
fair.
good for the South. Niggas rap like them now.
Everybody.
Stop me when I'm lying.
No,
I didn't even rap on some. But remember, who saved me from death row?
Master P.
Where he from?
He from New Orleans.
Hello.
Yeah. That shit's crazy.
South-West connect. We've always been there. It's just been a disconnect with the East. So when the South took it, they don't want to give it back. The South don't want to give it back, but there's somebody strong that can take it from the South. That's us, the West.
I think that's what's dope about the timing of Missionary.
You could have made that motherfucker to a cartoon. That should have been hard.
Missionary and GNX coming out in the same like month.
Hey, don't sleep on Ice Cube album.
And the Cube album is dope.
Don't sleep.
It's My Ego's My Shit. Great video. That
You
whole
niggas
album.
so sensitive.
But there's and even like the Dog Pen album a few months ago. The
Yes.
East Side of shit is. I just feel like it's and I just hope that we. Is there anybody on the younger side of LA hip hop that you got your eye on that you're just a fan of that isn't necessarily associated?
Is that
with
Meet
Death
the
Row?
Wops? Is that the name of them?
Meet the Whoops.
I love them.
Yeah.
I love them niggas. I love the red side. I love the
Jay
young-
Worthy and those guys. are
Yeah,
dope.
but I love how the rap game on the West is leveling out. Like for a while, you know, the Crips, we was like dominant. You know
For
what
sure.
I'm saying? So now you starting to see a throw named Julian Torres, who makes a media power.
The Source.
Yeah.
Yo, I love Snoop, and respectfully, he's like the godfather of rap. So I want to be as humble as I can say this. Yo, these West Coast niggas is delusional. Like, I don't know what they're talking about. Like, they be like, yo, we back. We're back. Yo, we took this shit back. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, bruh, I love Snoop. Snoop. Like, you unk. So, like, really, I'm going to just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Even though, like, I'm going to walk in the next room and tell my cousin, yo, unk tripping. He took his mask. This nigga tweaking. He think the West took it back. What the fuck? The West ain't got a motherfucking thing. With all due respect, I think this is still one of the weakest points in West Coast history. Today, you have one artist, one, at remotely near their peak. I would have, you see, let me give a compelling argument where I'd be like, damn, the West Coast really, like, they going crazy right now. If YG was remotely near his peak, good. If Roddy was remotely near his peak, good. If the game was somewhat, kind of culturally making some noise, good. Let me see. Give me some more names. Like when niggas finally admitted that Atlanta was about to be, Bro, they had like 7, 8, 9 artists pop up. They didn't have just one nigga. They had like 7, 8, 9 artists pop up. 2 Chainz, Migos. They just have nigga after nigga. Gucci was always there. T.I. was always there. It was just nigga after nigga after nigga after nigga after. Tyler, the Creator? I don't listen to Tyler, the Creator's music and think West Coast. See, well, again, so that's where we have to like, just like, and again, that's not me trying to like pick and choose when it comes to West Coast. I don't listen to Andre 3000 and be like, oh, Atlanta's back. Not that he's rapped in a long time, because his sound isn't necessarily the sound of Atlanta. So if you want to say the sound of the West is back, I want to hear niggas with the West sound. Vince Staple, Mozzie, love those guys, but again, y'all gonna say I'm hating. And maybe, again, I also reserve the right to be wrong. Maybe I'm not seeing something. I haven't been to LA in years. Like, the last time I've been to LA, I was just like, yeah, I'm not coming back for a while. So maybe I got to go to LA. But even then, I don't think that defeats my point, because if whatever Snoop and I hear some of these West Coast guys are talking about, if it's only felt in LA, LA isn't doing anything it's never done. LA, we've looked at as regional for years. Kendrick is the only one making noise outside of LA. Somebody says Outkast put Atlanta on the map. Well, I'm talking about new Atlanta. Like, Outkast put the South on, because it was they stamped, yo, the South is in this bitch. We get that. But when we start thinking about Atlanta owning this shit, and we knew that New York lost it and Atlanta had it, we're talking about the Futures, Migoses, we're talking about the 2 Chainz, we're talking about the Travis Porters, we're talking about the Roscoe Dashes, we're talking about like that Atlanta sound that essentially became mainstream otherwhere. And that people wanted those beats, and people wanted that style, and people wanted to do that. That's what I'm saying. Yo, the West can't be talking that they're back when we don't hear we don't hear none of their artists outside. I'm telling you. And I put on radio sometimes, and I sometimes put my window down when I'm driving. I got to hear other people play music. I don't hear one West Coast artist out here other than Kendrick. I do hear Kendrick at times. I do. Schoolboy Q, shout out to him. I don't know if he's hitting at his peak right now. That, again, I'm not trying to disrespect these artists. I hope you understand. I'm just trying to say, for the West to really have for us to have a legit conversation about the West being back, we need a few more people near their peak or close to their prime. Somebody said Toronto's on top. Nah, what are you talking about? Q is at its peak right now. Does Q have a song that everybody's bumping? Atlanta still got it. Houston is making a run. Florida's always like, Florida is just too vast of a place because it's so big, pause. Because you'll have Rod Wave from St. Pete's, then you'll have Kodak from Broward, and then you'll have Boston Richie from, I forgot where he's, like, there's just people everywhere. It doesn't come across like, you know, we would have to say that's the whole state, which it is. So Atlanta still runs shit. And why Atlanta runs shit? Because I could think of like 5 top artists clearly from there immediately still. Lil Baby, Gunna, Future, 21 Savage. Those are like four of, and Quavo. Come on. Offset, come on. again, that's what it kind of means, right? Atlanta still got it. New York been bubbling. New York has been bubbling. New York has been bubbling. I would probably say Atlanta, New York, and Florida's tied. So New York, Florida tied. Atlanta, then New York, Florida. Then what do we say afterwards? Houston, Chicago. Chicago always has some type of presence somehow. But you probably got to throw Memphis in there too. I ain't gonna lie, all those places come before. Nigga, I think Memphis is hotter than the West Coast. Again, Kendrick is the biggest artist in the world right now. Like, he is. Like, you know, I mean, I'm talking about culturally. He is. But, I mean, you think one man could carry a whole coast on his back? Fuck no. I got mad regions hotter than the West Coast right now. The landscape of New York City is hotter than West Coast. Florida, hotter than the West Coast. Houston, hotter than the West Coast. Yo, at least Houston's giving us new artists. Shout to Big X the Plug. We're getting some new shit out of there. We obviously know Travis is from there, but Travis couldn't carry it all by himself. But we're seeing new blood and new people pop up and hold it down. That's good. Like, the West Coast is probably like below, let me see. I mean, these are the places above the West for me. Not in the same order, but Atlanta, New York, Florida, Houston, Memphis, Chicago. Where else? Detroit. I got Detroit over there. Okay, I'm going to just say Texas. I know y'all pointed out the X's from Dallas. I'm going to just say Texas then. Okay, so I'm not going to use Houston. Just use Texas. Now, I should use Texas because some people from Dallas, some people from Fort Worth. I get it. So I'll say it again. We got Atlanta running it, New York, Florida, Texas, Chicago, Memphis, Detroit. I don't know about St. Louis. I think St. Louis. St. Louis? No. I'm going to give it West Coast over there. Yeah, I'll throw West Coast probably beating out St. Louis. But that's what I'm trying to say. California, the biggest state, the least impact nationally. Biggest state, least impact nationally. Okay? Now, granted, if you're in Cali, it probably is like, what the fuck is he talking about? But I'm just telling you. I hear niggas be bumping Detroit music way before they're like, yo, let's put this guy on. He's from Inglewood. Like, no disrespect. I know y'all tough out there, but we don't hear it all here. And honestly, I think if I'm an artist in LA, you got to figure out why your music ain't traveling. You have to figure that out. Why is your music not traveling? Because at that point, if it's hot in one region, it's not traveling to others. A lot of it's promotion. A lot of it's marketing. Get on your job. Okay? All right.